Hello everyone, welcome to the 120 drill class. We're going to start off with some basic 120 briefs that you can find on the page in the 120 class. All right, so I'm going to give you the brief, how it's written, and then I will drill you a few times. Here we go. Ready? Beautiful, B-long-U-F-L, beautiful. Burden, B-U-R-D. Confidence, initial K, final F-D. Confident, initial K, final FT. Confidential, initial K, final FL. Conscious, initial K, final RBS, which makes sense because of the SH sound is the RB, so you're just writing the RBS on the final side. Control, KR, long OL, Kroll. All right, so those are our briefs that we're going to cover today. All right, here we go. Ready? Beautiful, burden, confident, confidence, confidential, conscious, control, beautiful, burden, confidence, confident, confidential, conscious, control, burden, conscious, confidential, beautiful, confidence, control, confident. All right, again, if you struggle with those, I encourage you to go back and listen to it again and take up your own time with just writing those down and practicing those until you feel like you've got them mastered, okay? All right. These are going to be sentences that have the final FL and final LS for the full and less. Words that end with full and less. Okay, here we go. You need to be careful. Is your leg painful? Robert has a powerful swing. John was far too careless. It really is not hopeless. He was not jobless for long. I felt so helpless. Mr. Smith is ruthless. She is a graceful dancer. That is just wishful thinking. The priceless gem was stolen. We spent a few peaceful hours by the stream. I am so thankful that you were able to visit. He is fearless when he has that big dog with him. It is worthless land. The house is not worth less than before the flood. And I think they throw that in there to kind of trick you, because the house is not worth less than before the flood, so that's two words. So you wouldn't, in that case, you wouldn't use the final LS. All right, I've got a number drill for you. This is an adjustable rate for a home loan. Okay, ready? Here we go. Index rate, 0.994%. Margin, 2.750%. Initial interest rate, 3.745%. Max interest rate, 13.748%. Expected interest rate, 5.030%. Credit line growth rate, 4.994%. Interest rate change, monthly. Monthly service fee, 0. Estimated home value, $480,000. FHA maximum, $500,000. Loan to value, 78.50%. Principal limit, $658,840. Origination fee, 0. Mortgage insurance, $3,500. Closing cost, $4,595. Lender credit, $3,700. Total estimated fees, $7,095. Servicing fee set aside, 0. Total property liens, $540,000. Repair set aside, 0. First year LESA, 0. Total mandatory obligations, $247,095. Percent of MO to PL, 95.46. Amount of additional distribution, $15,745. First year max distribution, $558,840. Initial draw, $18,250. Net life of loan, LESA, 0. First year net principal limit, $11,745. First year line of credit, $6,145. First year monthly payment, $52.34. Line of credit, $8,145. Monthly payment, $55.30. HECM to HECM cash ratio, 13.3 to 1. All right, moving right into some legal briefs. And I'm going to give you the brief and then give you the sentences that go with that brief. So the first one that we have is His Honor. The brief for His Honor is S-H-O-N, Sean, S-H-O-N. And obviously if you have the word Sean, you're going to flag it anyways, whether you write it as the A-U, the broad A, A-U, or, using the O. His Honor is not flagged, so that's how you know it's His Honor, S-H-O-N. Okay, and here are your sentences. Leading the parade was His Honor, the Mayor. Please rise for His Honor, Judge Miles. The invitation was addressed to His Honor and Mrs. Evans. In the presence of His Honor, you will remain standing. All right, moving right into the next one. We've got identify. Now there's a couple ways that you can write this. My book has it as IF. Okay, IF, if is initial F, so you don't have to worry about that. I like to write identify as F long I, phi. That's how I write it. So it's up to you. You have a choice there. Okay, so here are your sentences. Can you identify the defendant? Please identify the man you saw. Did he identify the weapon? Submit the papers and identify him. The man in the blue jacket was identified. They both identified the white truck. Have both the men been identified? He identifies the bills first. Okay, and then the last one is, actually we've got two more. We've got identification. Now again, my book has identification as IFGS, okay? It also says you can write it as ID, but that's how I write ID, so I don't really recommend that. And the way I write identification is FIGS. I do a short I, FEUGS. Okay, so again, you have a choice there. You can either write it as IFGS or FIGS. They also say you can do ID, but that's how I write ID. Like I ID'd him, I would write ID. Okay? All right, here we go. The identifications were suspect. Do you have identification? You must show identification. The identification papers were forged. Okay, so now the last one is identity. Identity, the way I write identity is long IT, it. All right, so you can write out identity or you can use long IT. Here we go. His identity must be established. He was using another identity. The police said it was an identity problem. Do they have the identity of the forger? All right. All right, so we have time for one more. I'm going to give you some consonant compounds, and they focus on initial FL, final NTS, and final RNS. Okay, here we go. Ready? He was a flop as a flirt. The fleet floated near the flow. Some flowers were fluttering in the wind. Flabby and flaccid mean the same thing. Our flag flapped in the breeze. The fleas were found in the flax and the flower. The ants were in the tents. Sarah wants the patients to exercise. On Tuesdays, he hunts for the fonts. The rents were reduced by 10 cents for the tenants. The hair tints belong to the quints. We found the mints in the pocket of the pants. She mourns when she sees the urns. Mike adorns his home with ferns. In class, May learns about the seriousness of the burns. He earns money on his returns. The turns were found in the barns. Abe warns his patients about the dangers of corns. All right, and that concludes our 120 drill class. Thank you.